Shalom, back with part 5. Who shall be redeemed and saved? All right, let's get started. Again, I'll start here at Matthew's 24:22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. How's the Lord shortening up the days? Well, he's speeding up time. You understand that, people? All right? Because if not, there'll be nobody left to be saved. All right, let's jump down here in verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, all right? That tribulation meaning Jacob's trouble, right? What is that? Jeremiah 30:7, right? Okay. Also spoken about in Daniel 12:1, all right? So, of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give a light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. What's going to create that? The ICBMs, okay? The ICBMs, all right? That nuclear fire, okay? Plus, you all have the concentrated laser fire from the chariots, you understand? And the smoke and the fires and all that. Yeah, man, all right? And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Yahushua, right? The Mashiach. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, right? Coming in the clouds, which is a metaphor for the chariots, right? Coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. What does it say in there's that Revelations, all right, 1:7. Behold, he cometh with the clouds. See that? And every eye shall see him. All right, and it's a metaphor for the chariots. Let's prove that. All right, give me a minute. All right, this is Psalms 104:3. All right, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot. You see that? Do you understand that, people? All right. And again, that's what Esau, Edom, the white man, calls UFOs. You understand that? And he tells you about little green men and aliens and all that. No. All right. Those are the angels, okay, in the chariots, okay, which are the vehicles of the Lord, all right? All right. Let's get back to where we were, okay? Let's see here. Yeah, let's go back to the blue letter here. And let's go, where are we? Matthew's, right? 24th chapter, okay? All right. So now you people know. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, which is a metaphor for the chariots. All right, what Esau Edom calls UFOs. All right, of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels at the sound of the trumpet, and they shall gather together who? His elect. His elect. That's Jacob, Israel. All right, the elect of Israel. Right? Okay? From the four winds, north, south, east, west, from one end of heaven onto the other. All right, let's get into this. All right? We want to look up the word elect here. All right? See what it says here? Electos. Okay?
Strong's G 1588. Eklektos.
All right, let's give you some understanding. This is what we do around here. All right, we get into etymology of words. We go through the precepts. Picked out, chosen by God. All right, you see that? Give me a minute. This is St. John 15:16. What does it say there? Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you. The word ordained means ordered, commanded. Okay? You see that? But ye have not chosen me, I have chosen you. So it is the Lord that chooses you. You don't choose him. Okay? So you have to be invited into the council of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And you would have had to have been chosen from the foundation of the world before the world began. Okay? Because again, if you scroll down here to the last verse of St. John 15, verse 27, and it says, ye also shall bear witness because ye have been with me from the beginning. The beginning of what? The foundation of the world. And we're going to get into that right now. All right? Give you people further understanding. See, picked out, chosen. Many are called, few are chosen. Chosen by who? The God power. To obtain salvation through Yahushua. Christians are called, chosen, or the elect. You would have to be an Israelite. We'll further prove that as we go here. All right? The Messiah is called the elect, as appointed by the God power to the most exalted office conceivable. And so will the elect that they have chosen. Choice, select, the best of its kind, class, excellence. See? So there is, within Israel, there is an elect. Do you understand? In other words, there is a house of David. You understand? All right? Applied to certain individuals, all right, of Israelites, okay? Let's further here get into the etymology root word. See what it says here? Picked out, choose, or picked, or choose out for oneself, choosing one out of any. Again, many are called, few are chosen. Yahweh Shai, choosing his disciple, choosing one for an office. Now, of the God power, choosing whom he judged fit to receive his favors, and he separated, which gets into that word sanctified. What's an example of that? Give me a minute. Show you an example. Here's an example of that. Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. How would he know you? How would he know you? See, that gets into regeneration, reincarnation. Remember that you're all spirits, that house of body. How would he know you? He knew you before the foundation of the world, before the world began. Do you understand that? That's how he knew you. And you were chosen. Okay? And we'll further prove that. All right? Let's get back. Okay? All right? Matter of fact, let me finish this off for you. All right. So, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, your mother's womb, I sanctified thee. See, and sanctify means to be made holy and separate. Okay? And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. You ordered and commanded. All right? But now you know what sanctify means. So when you get back here, and it says, all right, whom he judged fit to receive favors and separated, all right, separated from the rest of mankind. That means to be sanctified. You were made holy and separate from the rest of mankind. All right, to be particularly of his own. Okay, and to be attended to continually by his gracious oversight, i.e., Israelites. You see that? You'd have to be a Christian, right? In order to be a Christian, you'd have to be an Israelite. You have to be of the seed, people. But yet we have all these wacky-tacky so-called Christians running out here of these Edomite and other heathen nations talking about that they're Christian. And they can't be Christian unless they're an Israelite. And they would have to be an Israelite by seed, by the seed of their fathers. All right? It's that simple, people. All right? Let's further prove this point, okay, of the foundation of the world. We're going to go to Romans 11:7. All right? We're going to jump there. All right? Right? See, what does it say here? What then? Israel have not obtained that which it seeketh for. All right? But the election have obtained it. See, the elect of Israel. The elect is within Israel as a whole. And remember, we're as the sand of the sea. But only the elect have obtained. And obtained what? Salvation. Okay? They have obtained salvation. All right? The kingdom, immortality. All right? Because it starts with them. And what about the rest? The rest were blinded. You see that? So those 2/3, pursuant to Zechariah 13 and 8, 2/3 shall be cut off and die on this side. Well, they'll be brought back in the kingdom. You understand? Your parents, your aunts, your uncles, all of them who weren't even in the truth. All right? They were all under that, those enchantments of sweet Jesus and all that nonsense. Well, as being Israelites, they'll all be brought back. Okay? They'll all be brought back in the kingdom. They'll come back as your children, all right, of the elect. All right? You understand all that? All right, let's get into this word here of election. All right? See, there's a different word here.
Strong's G 1589, eklage. Eklage.
All right, eklage. Now watch this. The act of picking out and choosing. Now here's an important part, people. Of the act of God, all right, of the God power, free will by which before the foundation of the world, he decreed his blessings to certain persons. Those certain persons being who? Israelites, right? They're Israelites. So certain persons, certain spirits, all right? And that's what you are, a spirit that houses a temporary body, all right? So, which before the foundation of the world, he decreed his blessings to certain persons. The decree made from choice by which he determined to bless certain persons through Yahushua the Mashiach by grace alone. All right, now it goes back to what? Ephesians, for example. Give me a minute. So again, people, all right, this is Romans 11:7. All right. All right, what then? Israel have not obtained that which is seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, right? And the rest were blinded, all right? 2/3 of Israelites, right? Pursuant to Zechariah 13:8 shall be cut off and die on this side, all right? As you can see, the rest were blinded, all right? 2 Corinthians 4:3 and 4. If our gospel will be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, right? Blinded, okay? Much like we read Proverbs 21:16. He that wandereth out of the way of understanding what? These scriptures, all right? This truth, wisdom, and knowledge shall remain in the congregation of the dead, meaning spiritually, mentally dead, all right? 1 Corinthians 14:38. He that is ignorant, let him be ignorant. Again, going back to 2 Corinthians. If our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world, who is Esau Edom, have blinded the minds of them that believe not. See, blinded the minds of them that believe not. All right, he's corrupted your minds with false beliefs. Okay, or he's made you an individual that doesn't believe. He has destroyed your minds. He has taken your mind. And when he does that, when he corrupts your minds, he's got you. He's taken you. All right? You're defeated. All right? Like many of our parents and parents before them. All right. Anyway, continuing on here, people. All right? You know what? We'll end this here and we'll pick this up when we come right back. All right? Give me a minute. We'll be right back with part 6. All right? Shalom.